Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Groupers offense has the ball first today. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Heat gets... They knock him down back at the 45. And the Groupers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will have its first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great second, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Hilton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold. A guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Here's the handoff. Look out, he's got room! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He makes a catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bush. Makes the grab on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Now the toss. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking for space, it's Daniels. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Spartans.
execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so done.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
and the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive, and I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Bush. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like
got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
one thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
If he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Steps away. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Bush. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He fires a bullet to the right. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the groupers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Scanning the field, it's Bush. Got his man. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Groupers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Leaves it with the back. Moving past the 25. And he's dragged down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical.
Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Touchdown, Sparty! And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Great place to start for this offense. Now they'll run the draw. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. That running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grab near the marker is Peterson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. On target. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good...
Turning it on! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Now on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Pressure coming. Turns it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of...
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Spartans!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making them earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up at this performance.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He lofts one down the sideline. Can't hurt. The long throw. And down goes by the boards for this offense.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Graves. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a... down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Got enough space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And now this offense will take the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season was real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on second down. Here comes the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Corrals it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.